Hey everybody, so today I'm here to do a good old-fashioned book haul, a stack of books that have come out recently and the last couple of months that I need to make sure that you're aware of. Maybe you haven't heard of them, maybe they need to be on your TBR. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Russell with Ink and Paper Blog. How are you doing today? As always, I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, and I hope you're safe. And of course, I hope you're reading an amazing book, or two, or three, or four. Today I'm here to make your TBR explode. Actually, I think all of my last videos have hopefully helped your TBRs explode. But today I'm here to talk about a stack of books that have come out in the last few months that I just don't think enough people are talking about and need to be on your TBR. Some classic retellings, reissues is maybe the word I'm telling about. And some books that I just think are going to be great to sort of wrap up the rest of the year with. So without further ado, get out your pen, get out your paper, get out your Goodreads, however you keep track of your TBR. If you are so able, let's get these books from your local independent bookstore or get your library to get you a copy as soon as possible. So without further ado, let's start with one of those reissues I was telling you about, and that's The Princess of 72nd Street by Elaine Kraf. This actually has a new introduction by Melissa Broder, who I absolutely love as an author, so that was super exciting. And this book originally came out, I want to say, in 1979, I think. But I had never heard of it, and this Bloomsbury edition is just gorgeous. These papers, and oh, it's very beautiful. But this is the story of Ellen. Ellen has two lives, okay? She's a single artist. She lives alone in New York's Upper West Side in the 1970s, and she lives a very quiet life. But every once in a while, under the influence of her radiance, she becomes Princess Esmeralda. And the West 72nd Street becomes sort of her domain, and she becomes sort of this eccentric, wild person doing whatever she sort of wants. And it's this juxtaposition between who Ellen is and who Princess Esmeralda is, and sort of this going back and forth. I'm not going to do much more than to tell you about that, other than the book is beautifully written and the prose is amazing, and I'm so sad that I had not heard of this before. So that's The Princess of 72nd Street by Elaine Kraf. This is being reissued by Bloomsbury in a beautiful, beautiful edition. Okay, we're going to do a couple of translated literature books coming out from our friends at Counterpoint and Catapult. The first one is Woud by Oksana Vasyakina, translated from the Russian by Alina Alter. And this is one of those introspective sort of novels. This is set in Russia. Our main character is a young lesbian poet who is journeying from Moscow to Siberia in order to bury the ashes of her mother. And as she's making this journey, we get the narrative of how she became a poet, her sexual awakening, her sexuality coming to fruition, and everything that she remembers about her childhood and all of those sort of awakening moments into who she is. And it really deals with the grief of losing her mother and her past, and how that relationship formulates who our main character turns out to be. So that is Woud by Oksana Vasyakina, and that's translated from the Russian by Alina Alter, out from Catapult. Now, this is out now in paperback, I should say. It was issued in 2023 in hardback, so you can get the paperback version if that's what you're looking for. Going from Russian translated literature to Japanese translated literature, Under the Eye of the Big Bird by Hiromi Kawakami. This is translated by Asa Yoneda. And this is your sort of science fiction dystopian future book, if that's what you're looking for. So it's not in too far in the distance. Humans, we're always on the verge of extinction. We're not doing anything to help ourselves out, let's be honest there. But the planet is under the observation and care of mothers. And some children are made in factories now with cells of rabbits and dolphins. Some get parts from their living nutrients from water and light. And the survival of the race depends on the interbreeding of these and other alien beings. But it is far from certain that connection, love, reproduction, and evolution will persist among the inhabitants of this faltering world. So this is 14, I believe, interconnected sort of scenes or interconnected short story-ish type things that come together to show this world and what could really happen if we continue to allow things to go the way they are. So that's Under the Eye of the Big Bird, translated from the Japanese by Asa Oneda, written by Hiromi Kawakami, and this is out from Softskull Press, who is also part of that amazing little conglomerate of Catapult, Counterpoint, Softskull. And now, see, I said all of these names and I knew I had books by all of them. So now we're on to Counterpoint. And we're going to talk about Jessica Elijah Emerson's, and I'm sorry, Elisheva Emerson's Olive Days. This is again out from Counterpoint, and this is the story of Irina. Irina is a young mother. She is a young mother, a modern Orthodox Jew. She lives in Los Angeles, but there's one huge issue for her. And, you know, she raises her family, she follows all the stricture, but she's an atheist by trade. And her husband, in an attempt to sort of get her back into the fold, it says, hoping to reinvigorate their relationship, convinces her to partake in a night of wife swapping with other Orthodox couples. Perhaps, but rather than really save her marriage, this starts Rena on a journey where she begins to rekindle a passion for painting that she had years ago, and also leads to an affair with her art teacher, Will Ochoa. And all of that sort of starts to redefine the life that Rena is living and wants to live. So, that is Olive Days by Jessica Elisheva Emerson. Hopefully I said that right, Jessica. I apologize if I got that wrong. Out from Counterpoint Press, and you can get your hands on it right now. We're going to go from Los Angeles to Nigeria. Also from Catapult, we have The Liquid Eye of a Moon, and I am going to let you, Uchenna Awoke. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I apologize so much if I'm not. But this is the story of a 15-year-old boy. His name is Dimka. And it is expected that his father is going to become the new leader of the local village. And they are waiting for this day. It will change their lives drastically. And their caste and sort of how they're viewed. But unfortunately, his father is passed over for a younger man and breaks a breaking of tradition. And our main character, Dimka, has to sort of figure things out from there. And he winds up leaving his small rural village in the rural part of Nigeria and goes to Lagos. And it's the story of him coming back and forth, earning money, and finding out that money is not as easy of a solution to the problem as everyone thinks it is. And sometimes it's better to just be present than really always trying to trace the future. So that's The Liquid Eye of a Moon by Uchenna Awoke, and this is out again from Catapult. Gosh, I'm giving you all like I'm just trying to make sure that I always want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I'm giving you all a very eclectic stack of books this month, right? I have 3 more for you, and they are all very, very different. The next book I want to tell you about, look at this cover, y'all. This is The Blue Maiden by Noyes. This is out from Grove. This is set in 1825, 4 generations after Burgund Island's women were convicted of witchcraft by the local priest. Now that priest is gone, and there's a new priest on the island, and his daughters, he has 2 daughters who are outcasts. They're imaginative, they're oppositional, they're difficult, but they are obsessed with the lore and legend of the island's dark past. And as they come of age, it says, and the strictures of the community shift but never wane, their rebellion twists and sharpens. Ever capable, Yulrika shoulders gets the burden of keeping house, while Bea, alone with unsettling visions and impulses, hungers for companionship and attention. So 1825, witchcraft, history, all of that kind of stuff. Small island, right in my sweet spot. Super excited about that one. Now, if you're looking for sort of that thriller, to end the year. Not end the year. We're all going to read so many more books before the end of the year. But let me recommend Tell Me Who You Are by Louisa Luna. This is out from MCD by FSG. I'm going to do very little on this one. Our main character, her name is a psychiatrist. Her name is Dr. Carolyn Strange. She thinks she really has the answer for everything. She's just that sort of person. We all know that sort of person, right? Well, one day she gets a new troubled young man, a new client shows up, and basically says two things that change her life. One, I'm going to kill someone. And two, I know who you really are. Do y'all need any more than that? Do you? I don't think you do. So pick up Tell Me Who You Are by Louisa Luna, out from MCD. This book actually came with this really cute notepad, like a doctor's prescription pad, which I've been using to take notes. And yeah, it's adorable, but that's fine. It sort of reminds me a little bit of like the vibe of The Silent Patient, maybe a little bit. Okay. Last but not least is a book that came out, which was one of my most anticipated reads of the year, and that's We Were the Universe by Kimberly King Parsons, out from Knopf. I loved Kimberly King Parsons' short story collection, Black Light, which I believe was shortlisted for the National Book Award. This book came with these really cute little inserts too, I have to tell you. But this is the story of Kit. Her best friend gets dumped by his boyfriend and begs her to ditch family and responsibility. They go to Montana. They're just going to sneak away and they're going to sort of escape life. However, when she returns home, when Kit gets back to the Dallas suburbs and tries to sort of get back to life, things aren't the way that she thought they were. It says, but in the secret recesses of Kit's mind, she's reminiscing about the band she used to be in and how they go out to the desert after shows and drop acid. She's imagining an impossible threesome with her kid's pretty gymnastics teacher and the cool playground mom. Keyed into everything that might distract her from surfacing pain, Kit spirals. As her already thin boundaries between reality and fantasy blur, she begins to wonder, is her sister Julie really gone? Julie is her sister who has passed away, and everything starts to go from there. So that's We Were the Universe by Kimberly King Parsons, out from Knopf. You can get your hands on all of these books. Let's see if I can hold them up without dropping them. You know, that's always a little bit of an adventure for me. So let's do this. There you go. That is a stack of amazing books to wind up on your TBR. So once again, if you are a return subscriber to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I hope that I'm putting books on your TBR that you're excited to read. If you are new to my channel, I hope you hit subscribe, click the little buttons, do everything like that. I appreciate you as well. As always, I encourage you to read globally, shop locally, and until next time, I wish you happy reading. Bye, everyone.